Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to install your own Minecraft server. Now before I continue, I'm going to have to say two things. This server will only be accessible in your network unless you port forward. Port forwarding basically means you expose your IP address to the public, to the actual internet. And therefore, obviously, this comes with risks because then you're not firewalled and then anybody can obviously connect to your server as long as they know the IP address and the port, which believe me is actually not that hard to look at. All it takes is a simple query on Shodan. And either you can use a VPN to basically not expose your network, which is the safest option, but I would say the VPN configuration is a bit technical. So let's just say you may port forward, right? But it's up to you what you want to do. I'm just telling you the risks and I'm telling you the options. I'm not going to show you how to port forward. There's millions of videos how to port forward, and it's actually very, very simple how to set up, right? So just feel free to after this video, obviously, because if you try to launch your Minecraft server, you will come across a problem, which I just found a solution to. So first thing you need to do, you're gonna have to go to the download description below, and there's two links. The first link is Minecraft server. You're gonna have to download this, right? Take this to your desktop. Make a folder, call it just whatever you want. I'm gonna call it server tutorial. Now make sure you do a folder, because if you don't and you launch this on your desktop, you're just gonna make a mess, right? So put this in your folder. Now, if you try to launch this, I'm not gonna launch this because it'll work for me, but if you launch this, you can try it. It'll give you an error. So what you need to do is you need to download another basically Java file installation for it to work. So you're gonna go to the description below, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna click the link. And you're going to come to Windows or whatever you're on. I believe you're on Windows because Linux is for development and it's not for beginner or standard users. So you're going to take Windows and you're going to take the installer, right? So to take the installer and just take this, install it, and what you get is a development kit of Java, right? I believe it's Java. I don't know anything about Java, right? But it works. So when you install this will make everything work. So download the latest option, right? So for me, it's JDK23. If you can, download the same option, JDK23 Windows and installers, x64 installer. If not, then I think the latest option, the latest release should work. Okay, and then once you install this, you just need to click server. What it's going to do is going to make folders. Now, if it makes folders, you've successfully installed your server and you should be able to play within a second. I just have to show you two things what to do, right? Okay, so I think you should have about 5 files, not including the server itself. So these 5 files are very important. Come to EULA, you have to accept this. So first thing you have to do is just delete the false and change it to true. Save it, close it. Come to your server configuration, and here what you can do is you can change stuff. Now, I don't recommend actually changing stuff apart from one thing, which is the server IP. What I recommend putting is 0000. What this will do, this will basically stream your server across any adapter, and I'll show you how to connect to your server in a second. Now, obviously, if you want to change anything, right, if you want to maybe change the difficulty or something, you can always do this either in the game or you can do it here. So these are just your server settings or your world settings, so you can change whatever you want, right? So you're free to change if you want something. As soon as you're done and save the file, just launch your server with just launching the little icon. And what this will do is will launch your server. You're going to get a window. And what might take a second is just to spawn the world. And in a second, I'm going to show you how to connect to your Minecraft world. There we go, right? So you got a window. And as you can see, as the world as the server is just starting, what we get is we get ops, banned IPs, banned players, and we get a little more folders and files. Right, so it took about 7.5 seconds for me. Now, obviously the first thing you may want to do if you're the administrator, if not, then you don't need to. You might want to give yourself administrator rights. How to do this? OP and your nickname. Right, so now if I connect to the server, now to get your IP address, go to CMD. So press your Windows key or the left little Windows here icon, type a CMD, type ipconfig, and what you get is your Ethernet adapter. This is your network IP, right? That's not your actual ISP or your public IP address that you would use to DDoS someone. So this is what you would use to connect to your server, right? So as you can remember, probably I put 192.168.88.136 because this is my server's IP, right? So this is the device I'm hosting on, and I need to use the same IP to connect to the server, right? So this is very, very simple. Now I'm going to explain carefully how to connect to your server. The name, you can put any name you want. I'm just going to put ABCD things. If your server is hosted on the same device, so if you're hosting on your laptop and you use your laptop to play Minecraft, the address for you, it will be localhost, and the port, it will be 25565, and it should work for you. Now for me, it won't work because I'm playing on another device, right? So, or the server is hosted on another device. So therefore, what I need to do is I need to specify an IP address. In my case, it's 192.168.88.136.255.65. I'm gonna press done. And as you can see, the server in a second, it might take a second to basically hit back your computer, right? So as you can see, I can connect to the server and I should be able to play, right? Server, right? So I'm on the server and you can do whatever you want from here. You can play with your friends, or you can play by yourself, or you can use this as your testing world, whatever you want, right? And I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment. Maybe you want to see another tutorial. Don't forget to leave in the comments. And don't forget to check my other channel, which is Griffin, which is basically a development channel. And peace. Thank you for watching.